Looking at its profile in MILT Japan, the Republic of the Philippines is made up of more than 7,000 islands, stretching 1,851 kilometers from north to south. The 11 largest islands, which include Luzon, Mindanao, Mindoro, Samar, Leyte, and Cebu, make up 96% of the country's surface area. The Philippines is one of the most urbanized developing countries in Asia. By 1990, about half of the population was living in urban areas. There is a large disparity between the rich and the poor among the general population, and many relocate to cities seeking work. The eradication of poverty is one of the most pressing tasks the country faces. 3/4 of the poor live in rural areas. As discussed in the paper of Scripes, Basilica, and Pang, just next to Japan, the Philippines have been touted as the emerging industrializing country in Asia 4 decades ago. There are various factors that led to this underdevelopment. These are the economic, institutional, educational, and social factors.
In economics, one of the recognized reasons for our country's underdevelopment is its lack of capital. The government has insufficient finance to build roads, airports, hospitals that are at par with international standards. As a result, we continually waste hours in traffic and spend billions in repairing poorly designed facilities. The Philippines is also losing its skilled labor, such as doctors and engineers, to developed nations who pay better. Though we cannot blame our OFWs from leaving, it is sad that their talents do not directly benefit the Philippines. Locally employed workers, on the other hand, face high unemployment rates, often because their skills do not match the available job opportunities. Consequently, there is a big rich and poor divide. Filipinos also damage local industries by buying too many imported products. In contrast, our exporters struggle to compete with cheap Chinese products in the global market.
The Philippines is underdeveloped due to various institutional aspects. We don't advance due to societal factors that kept pulling us down. Influence of religious sectors which restrict changes, the bad practices for business sector, and the poor government systems. These institutions affect the growth and development of our nation. That's why we're already behind against our neighboring countries in Asia in terms of economic development. We need institutional reformations because they are the major factors that affect our development as a country. And with that, we can achieve development.
Education is another societal aspect that is greatly affected. It is in fact not as accessible to everyone as we perceive it to be. There are many poor Filipino families who can't afford to send their children to school. Also, our public schools do not provide quality education unlike those in other countries. The delayed implementation of the K+12 education system may have contributed to worsen the case, but insufficient number of school hours have a negative impact to the students' learning as well. The allocated budget for education is very inadequate as public school students suffer from damaged resources and facilities unlike in private schools. Teachers, especially those teaching in public schools, are not given enough salaries. In turn, majority of education degree holders opt not to teach in public schools anymore.
Development must start within us. First, we must assess ourselves if we are helping this country to develop. After assessing ourselves, we must be concerned with the other issues like overpopulation, child labor, and nationalism. We should address problems which we think contributes to underdevelopment. Loving one's country is not enough. We must do our part as citizens of this country. There are lots of alternatives for solving these issues, but we cannot begin unless we have a leader who is genuinely committed to conquer underdevelopment in the Philippines. A leader needs his team and we as citizens are his teams. It is not a one-man job. It takes a collective effort to become a developed country. Most importantly, we must never do it by ourselves. We should ask God for His divine assistance because without Him, we are nothing.
Do we still have hope?
Can we still recover? How many men have you loved before?
Are we ready to face the future?
Can we be a developed country one day?